got 30 people who help me. So it's a little different scale. So where you should start as well as where I'm at right now. Okay, content strategy. Let's dive in. Are we ready? Take a deep breath. Don't get too overwhelmed. There's a lot of platforms. Let's talk about them. Okay. Content strategy. So internally, here's how we divide the different types of content that we create. Long form content, medium form content, short form content, and then pictures. So long form is 10 minutes plus, medium is 1 minute, short 15 seconds, and then pictures are usually square pictures, but self-explanatory. Because the different platforms all have their own restrictions, and I'm going to share with you how long videos need to be for different platforms. Usually when we do pictures, it's always a square because that tends to work best on every platform. Just to set you up for your content strategy. Okay, so YouTube is the home. How do you create great content across all the platforms? It starts with having a base. And why I love YouTube as the base is because, one, again, it's the only place where your content lives forever. So the videos that you make now in a week, in a year, in 10 years will still be getting you views, attention, interest, traffic, awareness. I've had videos that are 5 years old, 6 years old, 10 years old, still getting views today, still getting hundreds, thousands of views today on a 10-year-old video. Crazy. And so if you're building a movement, you want it to last. It's not just something that's going to disappear tomorrow and you're going to move on to something else. So YouTube is a great place to have this memory, have this archive, and continue to generate attention for you. The second thing that's fantastic about YouTube is it is the longest form. So you can upload videos I have 8-hour videos, right? You can have an hour, no problem. You can have 4 hours, no problem. You can have 8 hours, no problem. I don't know if you can there is a limit at some point. I think it's 24. When I was doing my live streaming, I remember they cut us off. Now, I think it was 12 hours. When we went to New York, we were doing a live stream every day, and the max that they would let me film for was 12 hours. So there's a limit there, but hopefully you're not streaming or making videos that are 12 hours long. Otherwise, you're good to go. So you're thinking YouTube as your long form, YouTube as the main place that you're posting 10-minute plus videos, and there's no max, right? So if you want to make an hour-long video or you want to record your speech and put it up on YouTube, awesome. That definitely works. So let's talk about the different platforms. Here they are. I've color-coded these, okay? And I wanted you to be able to have this so that you can build your strategy off of this. You can build your team off of this. And you have it all in one spot, okay? So divide it into vertical video, horizontal video, and square pictures. Let's start with square pictures. That's the easiest part. So the idea is you take your YouTube content and then you look at what was the best thing that I said? What were the moments that really stuck out? What was the best quote? If you're making a video that's at least 10 minutes, right? Or 15 minutes, 20 minutes, hopefully you said something that was good in there, right? Some kind of quotable that you can use in there that you can then turn into pictures. And then we use those pictures, is what we'll do on our channels. We'll use those pictures and turn them into IG and Facebook posts, LinkedIn posts, Twitter posts. There's some nuances in each of these platforms that I'm not going to get into today, but I want to give you the high level content strategy. So you're taking your videos here, instead of always trying to think, well, what do I have something to say? The problem that so many entrepreneurs face when they're creating content is you think you have to create unique stuff for each one. And then look at how many options there are. And then it's overwhelming. And then you basically become a full-time social media content person instead of actually running your business and talking to clients and creating something amazing. So you use YouTube as your home, and then you pull off the different pieces into all of these verticals. So when you say something great on YouTube, you think about out of that video that you made, what are the 3 to 7 best things that you said, best quotables, turn those into square pictures, and then post to these platforms. Make sense? Now we go to horizontal video. So YouTube is a horizontal video platform. Horizontal meaning we're going this way, we're filming this way instead of vertical, right? Vertical is, Instagram, TikTok, that kind of stuff. So horizontal videos. LinkedIn, you can post a 10-minute video, max. Twitter, you can do a 2-minute 20 video. Instagram, in the post, you can do a 1-minute video. And Facebook, you can go up to 240 minutes. So it's a lot of time on Facebook. Initially, it was funny when I made this deck. I didn't even have Facebook on the plan because the Facebook organic hasn't been fantastic. But it still makes sense if you're making videos that are from YouTube, you cut the best moments and then you slice it up into these different platforms. Now, you don't have to post 10 minutes. If you made a 2-minute video of the best part from your YouTube video, you can post it to LinkedIn and you can post it to Twitter. And then you can take a highlight of that and you can post it to your Instagram. And then you can take the whole thing and post it to Facebook. So understanding you're using the same video, it all starts from YouTube. Use that same video and then you're slicing it up into just different edits, different cuts. It requires a little bit of editing skill or an editor to help you, but you're not having to create, 20 pieces of content every day in front of the camera. Okay, and then the last one is vertical video. So vertical, usually these are much shorter. You've got TikTok and IG stories. TikTok is up to a minute. IG stories, they're 15 seconds each, but they could go up to a minute. So if you have a 1-minute vertical video, you can upload that to your story and it'll chunk it up into 4 times 15 seconds. So these you're thinking 1-minute videos. IG Reels, relatively new, 15 seconds. YouTube Stories, 15 seconds. Some of these have APIs you can post to. So we use a tool called Agorapulse to help us post to some of these. Some of them you can't. So it's hit or miss depending on some things can be automated. Others you have to do it manually from your phone or have somebody on your team who you trust to give access to, be able to post from their phone. We talked about YouTube in the past. I want to bring back one graph. So like, how do you decide what to pull out? The answer is going to be in your audience retention curve. So this is an example of an audience retention graph. It's not mine, it's just one that I found of a 14-minute and 59-second video, right? This is the video. And it shows you where people are falling off. So right away, they lose a lot of people, right? Right away, they lose a ton of people. And what we want to be looking for is at 1 minute, you're at 70% audience retention. And again, if we want to dive deep into YouTube strategies or look at Nicole's channel, that could be a whole topic on its own, because winning on YouTube is definitely going to be key to having sustained momentum behind your movement. So something weird.